Hello there, friends. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, today. Hi, baby. We are here for a card tutorial, a Christmas card tutorial. We're going to make one today on our Facebook Live with you. And I have just all kinds of things planned today. So first of all, let me just check here on my computer and make sure that we're going live. I like to check that because I want to make sure we're live. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Okay, good to see you. I'm happy to see you today on this Friday. Happy Friday. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Friday is such a nice day, isn't it? It's just the day before the weekend, and we all are so happy to have a Friday weekend ahead. And I don't know what you do. We watch a little football around here. We like to watch football. And it's been cooler here in Southern California, in the San Diego area. Much cooler, and that's been nice, very nice. I'm sure that some of you have way cooler weather, but for us it's really nice because many times we have those hot Santa Anas in October of really hot, high temperatures and dry winds, but we haven't had that this year. She's being a little fidgety today. You a little fidgety today? So I thought I might ask you all, what are you making for dinner? Hi, Diane. Yes, I love her new haircut too. I really do. It's very cute. You know, on a cooler day, sometimes soup is good, but I'm going to tell you what I'm making tonight, and that's guacamole. I love to make my homemade guacamole, and we eat it with chips and little pieces. I cut up chicken, or sometimes my husband cuts it up. And you scoop the chicken on the chip with the guacamole, and it is so, so yummy. Hi, Roz. You're in the car as your husband is driving. Well, thanks for joining. I'm glad you're not driving. So anyway, we're looking forward to a nice guacamole dinner. I don't know what all of you are having, but guacamole is very good and very popular here in San Diego. So I guess she's ready to get down for her nap. I wanted to thank you all so much for the birthday wishes that you sent to me via email and so many cards and everything last week. My birthday was Saturday, and I really appreciated all your, your grandsons like Ellie. Oh, of course, everyone, most everyone loves Ellie. And because it was my birthday, I offered a cool prize, which is a stamp set called In Your Words, which was a celebration stamp set, but it was only if you placed a $300 order or you had a class or a party with $300 worth of orders. So quite a few of you, hi Allison, quite a few of you said that you wanted the stamp set, and you know what? I had 8 people from Facebook say they wanted it, and I had 8 people from YouTube. And guess what? I found a second stamp set. So there's going to be one YouTube winner and one Facebook winner. And I'm so excited. So since you're Facebook, the Facebook winner is Trudy Oliver. And I'm pretty sure I have Trudy's address. But Trudy, when you see this, give me a little confirmation. Send me, a message via Messenger to make sure I have your current address, and I'll get this out to you right away. Hi, Christy. So Trudy Oliver for Facebook was the winner, and for YouTube, because I found another set, Carolyn Hahn Link won the stamp set for YouTube. So those of you who are watching by YouTube, Carolyn, I hope you're watching. Send me your address so I know how to contact you and where to mail this. And I'm just so excited that I was able to give these 2 sets away to you guys. I really appreciate your comments, so thank you very much. And I wanted to show you just a little preview. Well, I wanted to show you some of the cards that I received for my birthday. So I'm going to switch you down here. And I thought you might like to, let's see. Let me try it again. There we go. And we'll put me in there. Okay, no, that didn't work either, did it? Okay. There we go. Okay. So here are some of the birthday cards. Hi, Ray. Good to see you. Diane, you're getting, ooh, wow. Brine center cut boned in pork chops with a new recipe for crispy potato pancake poppers. Wow, I'm coming to your house. It sounds very good. Wow. Okay, so here are some of the cards that I got that I wanted to show you, just so that you can see. They were some from my team, some from my customers, and I just loved every one of them. And quite a few were in pink, because you all know pink is my favorite color. So I just thought I'd show this. Each one is so, so beautiful. Here's a darling little thinking of you note card. I just love every one. I couldn't say that I loved any of them more than any other. And they show so much talent. You guys are all so talented. Oh, it's freezing. I'm sorry, Roz. I got this darling one, which is, I forget what you call these that stand up like this. This is how it stands up. Isn't that super cute? That was from one of my team members, one of my demonstrators. I got this one. I hope the rest of you are seeing this well. I hope it's not freezing for you. Okay, this one I love this one with the teacup and the little birds. I love every one. Here's a strawberry book fold. Love that, with a big message on the center. And here's one with the dahlias, which I love. And this is one that I wanted to specifically show you, because do you know what this one was made with? It was made with one of the Celebration stamp sets called Textures and Frames. And it was made with this particular stamp right here. And look at that. It's a pumpkin, a pink pumpkin. Isn't that super cute? So the reason I wanted to show it to you specifically is because this is going to be our prize for next week. If you leave a comment and say stamp set, that lets me know that you want this stamp set, and you will be entered in the drawing. So for both my YouTube people and my Facebook people, I definitely don't have a double of this. So if you want it, put stamp set in the comments, and you'll be entered to win a drawing for the Textures and Frames stamp set. Isn't that fun? Okay, so announcements. I've told you that I've really been thinking about Christmas, and Christmas is coming, ladies. We really need to think about it. And I know that you are thinking about it, because I'm thinking about it, and Christmas cards. So the card we're going to make today is from, this is really my absolute, it could be all time, Allison, okay. This could be my all-time favorite stamp set because of the words. And some people have said it's called the 4 Unto Us stamp set, and some people have said it's like a hymn, an old hymn stamp set, which in a way is true, because it has Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Oh Come Let Us Adore Him, Glory to the Newborn King. But I also like it because it has scripture. And these are the type of cards that I love. I really love to send this type of card with this type of sentiment. So the card we're going to make today is this one. And I'll tell you where I got the idea. You know that I like to case the catalog. They have such great ideas, and I like to tell you that I do that so that you can use the same ideas. And here is that stamp set on page 41 of our mini catalog, our holiday mini catalog. And this is the card that I looked at and I decided to case, which means copy and share everything. So you can copy parts of it, not parts of it, do whatever you want. And that's how I came up with this card. And then what I decided to do, because I know I want to help you in your, whatever your card making needs are, and I know if you're like me, you need to make Christmas cards, and you need to make a bunch of them. I need to make a lot, I'm telling you, between my customers and my team members and my friends and our family friends. So what I've decided is to offer a bonus class to go here at the end of October, which includes this stamp set. Now, it doesn't have a die set, but what I'm using today, and what is a fabulous die set if you don't have it, is the layering circle dies. So this is going to be my bonus, a traditional class to go, and it's going to help you to make so that you are ready for Christmas. And so actually I'm going to use a lot of what's in this card is what's going to be offered in my bonus class to go. So I'm going to talk to you about it as we go through. So here's the little envelope. This stamp set has an adorable little kind of a star that was the star in the sky. And I used that also on the inside of my card. I put a few little stars. So this is what we're going to do. And we're going to start off with a traditional and standard. I'm using the word traditional a lot today. And standard basic white card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to put on this a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, because I think it goes well with what I'm doing. And we are going to emboss this, I think I have it down here, with the Merry Melody embossing folder. And this is going to be in my bonus class to go that's here at the end of October to get you all ready for your Christmas cards. So let's go ahead and emboss our piece of Night of Navy. And what I need to do is use the big boss for this embossing folder. And so I love this embossing folder. It's another one that is so beautiful. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it, because when I think of Christmas, I think of music and hymns. So for the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, we're going to use platform 1, and it tells you right on here, this is a 3D embossing folder, so you use platform 1 and then the plate number 4, and you just run it through. And this is a great way to emboss. And I love this Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine because it tells you exactly what to do, and you don't have to worry about it. So here is our beautifully embossed piece of Night of Navy, and I just want to hold it up close so that you can you see those notes? Isn't that gorgeous? So with your class to go, you'll get this embossing folder. And so what we're going to do is put it right on our card base using some multi-purpose glue. And you know, I like to help you in many ways to know what to do with your supplies and how to make Christmas cards, because I know this is a big time of year for you card makers, for me, for all of us. And so I'm both showing you this tutorial so you can copy it in your own way, and I'm offering the class to go. So you have several different options. Hi Kay, good to see you. Thank you for sharing. Now, what I used on my sample, what we're using on our tutorial today, is some beautiful ombre glimmer paper, and I have to get it all out. And here it is. It comes in 4 different colors, and I'll show you one sheet so that you understand how it comes. So you get 4 sheets, and it's dark at the top and light. It moves into the light at the bottom. And this is another thing that you're going to get with my bonus Christmas class, traditional class to go, you're going to get a half of the entire package of ombre glimmer paper. And now you've seen, this is the light part of the blue, and I'm going to use that today. But here's the dark, so you'll get a light and a dark. This is Poppy Parade, but look how beautiful the light is and the dark. And I think this is Gorgeous Grape or Highland Heather. Look how beautiful those are, the light and the dark. Hi Linda, good to see you. Hi Kay. I love seeing all my friends. And then here is the, I'm not sure of the specific name of this yellow, but isn't that gorgeous? From the light to the dark, and then it continues, it's a little lighter, I don't know, I think here, and moves up to the dark. So I'm going to use that today. Let me find my piece. So here's where we were in our card making, and here is my ombre glimmer paper, and I just think this looks like a Christmas night, don't you? And this is, let me give you the measurements because I wrote my measurements down here. I thought I did. Okay. This Night of Navy here is 4 by 5 1/4. The glimmer paper is 3 1/8. Nope. The ombre glimmer paper is 3 by 4 1/2, and we're going to back it with just about a piece of basic white that just shows out about 1/8 of an inch. And this is 3 1/8 by 4 5/8. So we're going to adhere these together with our multi-purpose glue. And I think, you know, you can use all kinds of different colors. This is a good design for you guys just in general. It's a good card design that you can use for all kinds of cards, but especially for holiday and Christmas cards. I really think that looks like, doesn't that kind of look like a Christmas night? Okay, so now all we have to do is, well, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on a bow of this gold cording, and this is, I'm trying to remember what it's called here, Simply Elegant Trim, and it comes in the gold and the silver, and I thought the silver went beautifully with the blue and this portion of the ombre paper. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're just going to tie a bow, and we're going to make it kind of a big bow, and I'll show you why. And with this cording, it is pretty slippery, so I've been tying a knot to keep it from pulling out. And then we're going to tie a large bow because we're going to put a circle with the sentiment on top of this bow, and it's going to peek out. That's something that's a little bit popular right now, and I always like to show you what's going on in the card making world. So there's our bow. And now we are going to, we can go ahead and adhere this to our base. And I decided to adhere it off to the right a little bit using Stampin' Dimensionals. And this is something I like to do because it gives you a little, it gives a little difference. It's not a standard card. You know, you can make a standard card and put this in the center, but it just adds a little interest to set it off to the side. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to set this off to the side. And I think it just gives a little bit of a fun look. And so we're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, I guess, at the bottom and on the right edge. So there we go. That's all ready to go. Now we're going to stamp our sentiment, and we're going to, the sentiment I chose is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I love that song. I love that hymn. Yes, Linda, beautiful paper. Well, there's Ellie. We got her some new toys, and so I think she's found one of her new toys. Okay, so we're going to stamp this in real red ink, and these stamps are just so gorgeous. The fonts are beautiful. I just love this set. Uh-oh, we got a little bit of ink up over the star right here. So, you know what we can do is we just turn it over, No problem. We'll try it again. That happens when I pound too hard. What about you? Robin, good to see you. And we'll try it again. There we go. That came out perfect. Hark the herald angels sing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out using one of the layering circle dies. If you don't have this die set, I can't even tell you how often I use it. All the time. So if you want to get my bonus class to go for this month, my traditional Christmas card class, you can get these layering circle dies as part of the set if you want to, as part of the class. Okay, so we're going to cut this out with one of the circles. I'm using one that I thought fit there's so many, and I thought this fit the sentiment really well. That's why I like that die set, because you have so many to choose from. So let's see. I'll just cut that out on our big boss. Okay. That little guy's heavy when I lift him down. So here we are. There's our beautiful circle. And with that, isn't that just striking? Even the beauty of the fonts and the real red ink, I just love it. And this is really not a hard card to make. In fact, I was going to tell you that, you know, if you wanted to make a lot of this card for your own Christmas cards, that's one of my goals, is to help you to have ideas for your own Christmas cards. So this is a great design. You don't even have to emboss here. This piece was embossed. Make it easy on yourself. Don't emboss that piece. Just leave it plain. The color can do all the work. You wouldn't need to tie this bow around. You could just simply put that on the front. But we are going to do a couple more things, and I just want to show you. This is kind of the stepped up version, but you can do the stepped up version, the stepped down version, whatever works for you. So here I'm using the double stitch satin ribbon, real red, and this is going to be part of your class to go also, the bonus class to go. I'm just cutting off a piece, maybe 6 inches, and I'm going to just I want to layer it over my bow, because remember I did actually case the catalog, and they used a piece of cardstock. And that's another way you could make this easier, is you could even just have a piece of cardstock to be under the circle. Many ways to make it quick and easy so that you could get out all those Christmas cards that you have to get out. And what I'm going to do with this little ribbon, I'm going to do the kind of figure eight, the kind of that we do like the ribbons for illnesses, the breast cancer and things like that. And it's easy. You just do that and put a little mini glue dot right in there, and it holds it in that position. And then I'm going to put this right over my bow, because I want all of this to be showing out from my bow. And what I'm going to do actually now, I've got my little mini glue dots, and I am going to actually put this, I'm going to adhere it really, if I can get that little guy to stick. There we go. Underneath my circle. What I found is that's the easiest way to do it. It's a little bit hard to adhere things to the glimmer paper. The one adhesive that works really well is Stampin' Dimensionals, and that's how we're going to put this on. So there's our bow, our little red ribbon. And let's see, I think it's going to do fine when I use these Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're just going to put some dimensionals on, and what I did before is I put the dimensionals on before I set the circle on. That way I know that my little bow is going to come out where I want it to be. And I actually wanted it to come out down here. So let's see if we can do this. I'm controlling the bow. You know how that is sometimes. Bows don't do what you want. I know you guys know that. Pam, good to see you. So then we're just going to stick this right on there. And let's see, is it straight? I'm not sure. Let's pull it up once more. Once. You can reposition, you know. And we'll see if we can get it really straight like that. And trim off our tails. And now another thing I did is on my sample, I noticed that there are some areas that are sticking up a little bit, like this side is raised up just a little bit because of all that I've got going on under the circle. So you can just add another dimensional. I use my fingernails, but to get it to sit down a little bit more. And I think I might do this down on this edge, like that. Isn't that just kind of cute? And I got the idea from the catalog. There is a very similar card in the catalog, and they use some other different ribbons and things. Now, the really thing that adds the sparkle are the little red rhinestones. Now, in your bonus class to go that I'm offering, it's going to be $49 for the stamp set, the beautiful stamp set, 4 unto us, and the 2 ribbons and the ombre glimmer paper, plus the materials for 6 cards, 3 PDF tutorials, and a video. So you will be completely ready for everything. And if you order my class to go before Monday night, the 25th at 6 p.m., I'm going to throw in a package of embellishments. I wanted to promise these red rhinestones, which look so beautiful, but they're on low inventory, and I really don't like to offer anything that I think might go out, because I want to supply you with everything you need to make your Christmas cards. That's my goal, is to help you make your Christmas cards. So let's put a few more of these on here. I don't really think you can put too many in this case, do you? They're just flipping off. Come here, little guy. Okay, so that's 4, and we always want to put an odd number. So I think I'll put one right down there. Isn't that just darling? I really love this Christmas card. I'm really going to be using it a lot. I'm going to use this design, and so you might get one out of different colors. And so to review, if you want to get my bonus class to go, you won't get it until the first week or 2 of November, because you do the pre-order per Stampin' Up policy. You pre-order. I want to show you the little gems, the little red rhinestones. Can you see them? You have to let me know you want the class, and then it's a pre-order, and then I order the products after everyone has pre-ordered. So in the class, you will receive the 4 unto us stamp set, and actually you're the first ones I'm telling. I haven't sent a newsletter or anything, because when I saw this stamp set today, I just thought you guys need to have some help with using these beautiful traditional sentiments, traditional hymns that touch so many people. So you'll get the stamp set, you'll get a half a package of the ombre glimmer paper, you'll get some of the Simply Elegant trim, a full package, and a package of a spool of the double stitch satin ribbon, plus everything to make, not this card, you're going to get 3 different designs, so you'll be able to make this one on top of the 3 designs that I make you, and you'll make 2 cards of each. So I'm really excited to offer this class, and here are the 2 cards together. Oh, and you also get the embossing folder. I forgot that. The Merry Melody embossing folder, which is an absolute keeper. I'm kind of a traditionalist. I do sometimes make little wild cards, but I'm really a traditionalist at heart. And that's why the music embossing folder and the hymns always really, really touch me, and I always really want to, that's what I love. That's what I really love. And so don't forget also, if you comment and say you want the stamp set this week, the stamp set I'm giving away is from Celebration. It's textures and frames. If you didn't get it, there is so much that you can do with this stamp set. Just put it in on, search for it on Pinterest, and you will be shocked. And I showed you this sample card. Now what's happened to it? Oh, here it is. That one of my downline made me using this stamp set. It's what gave me the idea to offer it to you guys. So next week, just leave me a comment that you want the stamp set, and you'll be entered in the drawing. So it's so good to see you all. I'm gonna go off and make my guacamole that we're gonna have for dinner with chicken and chips and everything. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday evening and a great dinner. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.